Hey, Mom. Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. Gotta just fix my hair.
Go ahead. How's everyone doing?
Gotta have my little chai, you know.
Chai shot.
Today, Aruj was kind enough to hook me up with these Italian pastry biscuit.
These are elite. They taste incredible.
So good.
But also, you have to dip it. You gotta
Honestly,
dip
I
it.
did, but it's gonna like fall in there, and I hate when that happens. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm being such a dissy right now.
You did it, and it didn't fall in.
It's so good. It's so good.
Next time we'll have cake crust for you guys.
Oh my god.
My stash ran out.
Okay, guys, we're ready to start. We are officially ready to start. You said you had something you wanted to talk about today. What was
I
it?
did. I had a question for you.
Okay.
Okay, but before I ask you the question, for all of the viewers out here who are admiring my lovely shirt,
Who are you?
first of all, Hina, did you watch the show?
No, I didn't. I'm going to.
Are we gonna have this conversation without her?
No, I'm going to watch the show. I've heard so many amazing things about it, and I love this type of stuff. I love teeny bopper dramas.
Yeah, and it's.
I'm going to watch it.
Have you watched Twilight? Are you a fan of Twilight?
Yes?
So it's literally that love triangle in Twilight,
Like vampire
but in no.
okay.
But the fact that it was a love triangle between the Edward and Jacob.
Yeah.
It's like that. Oh my god, it's funny. Her name is Belly, and in Twilight it's Bella.
Her name is Belly?
Belly in the show. They call it's like Isabel, whatever they call her. Belly.
Oh, cha-cha.
Whatever.
Name.
All that stuff.
Nickname.
Anyways, I finished season 2 last night.
Well, I finished season 2 of Made in Heaven.
Okay, so I haven't started that. That's next now. That's next.
You need to watch that too. Okay, we'll switcheroo.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll switcheroo. You watch Made in Heaven, I'll watch The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you can order this from me.
Yeah, I will.
And then you'll understand why I'm wearing it.
Like, I wish I was cool like you. That's such an aesthetic shirt.
Thanks.
It really is.
We totally stole it from the show.
It's all good. Sometimes you gotta do those things.
All right, my question is, so we all know they always say that you end up kind of becoming like your parents.
That's a fact.
It's a fact. And I know we're rolling our eyes, but how true is it?
200% true.
So my question to you is, what are some things that you feel like you've adapted and now you're like, oh shit, I'm exactly like my mom?
I honestly think like the list is so long. The list is so long, I can't even explain it. You know, when I didn't have kids, it might not have been that long, but now I have kids and it's just like everything. Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
But okay, one of the biggest things is like, I feel like I'm like a strict mom, just like my mom.
Okay.
Even though my dad was strict too, but he was more like, he kind of let my mom do the parenting.
Yeah.
And so I am definitely a strict mom.
Yeah.
I'm still fun, but I am way more the boundary setting, strict mom. Like there's things that my mom would never have allowed us to do, like go to sleepover and stuff, and I'm the same. Like my child is not going to sleepover, so
Guilty.
School, I'm sorry. My child Emma is not going to be coming to your daughter's sleepover.
You can stop sending the invitation.
Yes, it's just not happening. It's just, you know what? I've just been reading a lot about it, and I think it scares me, especially in this day and age. It scares me. I also think the way that I like, you know, like the way that we like say things to our kids.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you say something in Urdu.
Yep.
And then like it'll be like "Bishan son." You know, like and my mom used to say those things to us, and now I'm like, oh, like I'm her.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh my god, yeah, I'm totally parenting and all of that. So my mom had this thing where I think I mentioned this earlier too, but my mom's like love language is acts of service.
Yeah.
And it's always related with food. And I'm pretty sure like every desi mom out there is exactly like this. But I find that I am now becoming like that. So I'm constantly like wanting to cook certain things for my kids, wanting to make sure they're fed and homemade and all these things. And like when we would come home from school, every single day, Hina, my mom would pick us up and we would have lunch in the car.
I love that.
We would have like rolls or sandwiches or what you name it, roti, like you name it.
It's like a buffet in the car.
Yeah, she would have our names on each one. Like this one is this person's because this one doesn't like this toppings, and she
goodness.
knew everything. We would always eat.
Yeah.
And by the time we got home, we were already done.
Wow.
And then she was like, "Now you can snack or do whatever you want, watch your TV, and leave me alone." It was great. And now
I love that.
I am I'm totally, when I go to pick up my son from school, I totally have his little snacks, whatever he likes. It's not food yet, but it's totally like snacks in the car for him because I'm like, oh my God, he's probably so hungry from school and having his water ready and all these things. And the minute he's home, like his food is laid out and it's exactly like my mom.
I know, but like that's a technique.
I know, and it's exhausting.
Like, I need to do that.
It's exhausting though,
but
sure. I totally, like I got that like straight up from my mom.
I love that though. I think that's like a positive. I mean, I think there's also negatives that you can get from your parents too. Like my mom is like a major stressor. I am a major stressor. Yeah. I stress about everything. Yep. But I also think that like it has its like good and bad things. So like, okay, you're talking about food and like hosting, but like how are you an hour before the guests come? Pagal pan. I'm telling you, I'm not this person. I am like I don't know, I'm a feral human. Like, don't talk to me. Hey, don't talk to me. Don't mess with me. Everything is organized. Everything needs to be done a certain way. Like, don't show me the kids' faces. Don't ask me to feed the kids at that time. It's like anxiety-ridden human being.
I've been to Hannah's house and she's like the host. The details, the table setting. I don't do that. I bring out my Corelle dishes. Everybody help yourself with the black garbage bags in the corner. You know what I mean? Like that's how we're. But Hannah's house is sit down, like utensils everywhere. It's incredible. I love coming to your house. You make your guests feel extremely welcome and loved.
Thanks so much. Dude, but honestly, girl, your food is impeccable. Okay? So I know you're saying it to me and we're just sitting here complimenting you. That's the podcast for today.
Yep.
But honestly, I love your recipes.
Thank you.
You make some really awesome stuff. Like that guac and that corn salsa that I had last time.
Yeah.
I was starving and I came here because we were recording and I was like, I need to eat. But obviously I have to be that girl that has like some manners and is like, I can't ask my friend for food and be a greedy pig. And then I was like, girl, just feed me. I'm starving. And she gave me the best corn salsa and we were just munching. We were at the munchies. It was great. It was amazing.
It was great.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I get it too. I feel like my mom was really big on like hosting. Everybody just come over and like she gets really sad when she doesn't socialize. Yeah. I definitely picked up that from her.
Yeah.
Like if people are not coming over, if she's not feeding anyone, if she's not doing anything in the kitchen, she gets upset and sad. Yeah. And especially like I find in the winter, she also like has experienced winter blues. I'm pretty sure like everybody on this planet.
Especially here in Canada.
But I totally feel like that too now.
Yeah.
And like as soon as the sun sets, like I'm getting sad and I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere and I don't want to do anything and I don't want to see anyone and I don't want to drive and
I know
all of that stuff. So I know that's definitely like passed down as well.
Yeah, but it's good though that we notice those things though, because I think there's also an opportunity to kind of break from that and then make those changes. Because even now, like I feel like your mom is still pretty social. My mom is just, she's such a homebody. Yeah. And I feel like for myself, I'm just like, I'm a homebody and I don't want to be a homebody. Mm-hmm. Like I want to be the girl that's like out and about all the time. But my gosh, I'm such a homebody. Like if you ask me my hobby, it's just a nap. Give me a nap. That's all I need. A nap and like a cup of tea. That's it.
I feel like that's every mom's hobby though.
Do you think so? Because I feel like sometimes you see moms and they're just like, going out tonight. And I'm just like, with who? Where are you going? How did you find the time to get ready? I'm still in my pajamas from like 3 days ago.
You know what though? I feel like after you become a mom, like I think it's fun to go out. I go out. I make it a point. Sometimes I force myself. Sometimes my husband will also notice when I haven't gone out for a while. He'll be like, you need to call your girls. Yeah. You need to go out somewhere. You're getting annoying now. And like he knows at it. So I feel like it's like we just tend to stay at home because once the kids are asleep, you just have some space to yourself.
Yes.
But I feel like it's like really important to make sure that you socialize.
Oh, it's so important. You know what? I feel like even coming to do these podcasts, there's times when I'm like driving here and I'm like, my battery level is like 2.
Right?
Like 2%.
Yes.
And we talk about this because as soon as we're done and we just hang out and talk and stuff, immediately you're like charged to like 250%.
And then how nice is your drive back?
The best drive. And I'm like sitting there jamming. There's like a huge ass traffic jam. And I'm just like, this is the best day ever.
That's what it is. I think it's nice to be able to have like human interaction with somebody that you don't kind of see on a daily basis.
Totally.
You know, and it'd be kind of nice if our audience also like interacts with us, like message us, send us questions, ask us things. And because it's nice to have that interaction outside of like your immediate circle.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
I also think like if you're able to be, you know, like talk to people outside of your existing circle, it just makes you more confident.
It does.
And honest to God, I feel like we all need that, because it'll open up so many like opportunities for you, you know, if you can get out of that little bubble of yours.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a struggle. Like for me, that's a struggle. It's such a big struggle because I just want to be around people that I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
And even now at this age, like, don't you notice that you have this core group of friends and you just can't stray from that, because you're just like, if I meet new people, then I have to tell them my whole story. And then what if we don't like each other? Because that's happened. It's happened, girl.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, oh, I don't really want to go there and start all over again.
Yep.
But it is nice. Like what you're saying, it's so nice to meet new people and have that interaction. And like, we're human beings. We need the social life, you know? But
especially because I feel like I'm either like talking to my husband or talking to my kids all the day long.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm so overstimulated and exhausted that I can't have a conversation with anyone.
For sure.
So when I force myself to go out, it just makes me disconnect from all of that and like kind of let go of the exhaustion for a bit and be in a new environment, like have some good food and like have conversations and like maybe learn about somebody else's story.
Totally.
Where you're not just sitting in your own kind of, sometimes you get sad. You're sitting in your own, you know, bubble for so many days and you're tired and you're kind of in that hamster wheel of doing the same thing over and over again. So when you break away from it, I feel like it makes me a better mom.
I think so too. You know, I think you're so right about saying that, because I think it's just such a redundant life, especially like when you first have kids, you're just like, oh my God, all I do is just hang around these kids all the time. And then a lot of the times, like your significant other has gone to work and they're interacting with other adults.
Yes.
So they get that social interaction. But like the moms, we're just sitting here like, would you like a snack? Bear paw or gummies? You know what I mean? Oh, you need a diaper change? And then you really lose a part of yourself.
You do.
Like, I feel like if I don't go out at some point in the week, I will just go stir crazy.
I understand.
And you know what? Initially, when I had kids, like when I had Emma, I was like, what's wrong with me? Why am I so down all the time? And it was literally because I just felt like I always had to be with my kid all the time and no one else could take care of her, only me. And I just like confined myself, and it just brings you down even more. So you really have to like make a conscious effort to get out, because you are so important. And again, exactly going back to what you're saying, like you will be a way better mother taking that break.
So when you were new, like now you have 2 kids.
Yeah.
But when you were first time mom, what were some things, and maybe you can we can give a list to our audience members, but like name 3 of your like top 3 advice you would give to a new time mom. Maybe regarding postpartum or some things that you did that worked for you, or what do you think, if not 3, like 1, how many ever you'd like, but maybe a maximum of 3.
Okay. First of all, I would say, like, ask for help, because you can't do it alone. And I would also say to that, ask for help, that like you shouldn't have to ask your husband or like significant other for help. They should already know. Like they should. Like if I had to go through like labor and delivery and then take care of this child and breastfeed, even if you don't breastfeed, your formula feed, you're still doing that, changing diapers, this, that, whatever, and you're still healing, and this is like a new thing for you, then the other person needs to step up and also be there for you and support you. And then also I would say, like, going with that, when you do ask for help, take that moment to just get out of your house. Like, even if it's like you're walking outside, crossing the road and getting a coffee or a tea, believe me when I say it will change your day. It will change your day, because it used to change my day. And like my dad was the type that, and I don't know if like you had this experience where they're very like, no, the first 30 days, like you're supposed to stay at home.
What is that?
Did that happen with you?
Yes. Why is this a thing?
Okay, so I think his thinking was just like, this is like stuff that he's heard from his parents and so on and so forth. And his thinking was just like, your body has gone through so much that you're like weak as like inside, because you've just had this like traumatic delivery and stuff. That you have to, like get your energy back and you need to rest more. So that's why I guess this is what maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is why they say like you should rest at home more and not go out because your body is just more susceptible to getting sick and not, you know, and like I guess not being in the best shape and stuff because you're in a state of weakness or whatever it may be.
Okay.
I didn't listen to that at all. No. My dad was pissed. He was like, how dare you leave? And I was just like, I just needed Tim Hortons iced cappuccino. And he was just like, get back here right now. Because I know where it comes from. It comes from a good place, but I also feel like I don't think that is mentally a good thing to do. I don't think that helps you mentally because you are like so alienated and lonely in that moment. No one can relate to you. So you need to get out of your house. Was that 3 or was that 1? I think it was 2.
You said ask for help, take time to go out.
Yeah. Third one would be, don't be too hard on yourself. Like when I remember going through my postpartum stuff, I was a mess. Okay. Like when I say a mess, I would cry at everything. Okay. Everything was just like, I'm so sad. Oh my God, my tea is not hot. It's cold. I don't know what's happening. I'm like genuinely like sick and tired of feeding this baby. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm so exhausted. I'm not getting any sleep. And I think you notice it moving forward. Like when I look back now, I'm like, whoa, like postpartum is not freaking easy. Because I was a different person. So I would say like give yourself some grace. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you need to cry it out, cry it out. And if somebody feels like they need to call you crazy, they need to get the hell out of your face at the moment. Just gonna throw that out there. What about you? How was it for you?
Postpartum was hard. It's hard for everyone, you know, like there's just there's no other way to put it.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's extremely difficult. Some things that made it a little bit better for me.
Yeah.
And I love all of the advice and I would totally piggyback on all of it, but I'm going to give a different set of advice, which I wish somebody had told me earlier. Number 1, hire a cleaner to come and clean your house.
Facts.
Because you are way too tired and you should not, just like, you know how Hina was saying, you know, give yourself some grace. You shouldn't have to worry about the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry.
100%.
If you can get somebody to come in for 4 or 5 hours, do a deep clean, you will feel amazing because you're like, oh my God, my house is just amazing.
Totally.
You know? Hire a cleaner regularly or however, or if you feel like, you know, affordability is an issue because obviously we know the economy is rough right now. If somebody asks you, what can I gift you? See if they can gift it to you.
Yeah, totally.
One of my friends gifted me a cleaner for a day as a postpartum gift. And it was incredible.
Yeah,
was like,
that's amazing.
That was amazing. My second thing that I really loved was when it comes to like food.
Yeah.
After you give birth, I used to like roll my eyes a lot on all the like desi foods that they would say like, you know, whatever, take this, it's so good for you, whatever, panjiri and this, that. But the second time around, I actually followed it really well. And I have to say, it does help your healing. Eat your panjiri. And drink your broth. And just listen to these moms out there, these seasoned mothers who actually know what they're talking about. My mother-in-law would come and make like broth, and I'm not even a meat eater that much, and she would make me chicken broth, and I'd be like, oh my God, I don't want to drink this. But then I was like, I'm gonna warm it up, and I'm gonna have it, and I'm gonna consider it like just, you know, whatever. If I have to cover my nose, I will. But I didn't. I would drink it, and I would really feel like it was very soothing.
Yeah, bone broth is supposed to be really good for you.
So good for you.
Yeah.
You know, and then almond milk, homemade almond milk. My sister-in-law would make it for me. Incredible.
Yeah, that's
and just so use all of these natural remedies. They are very good for you. They do help. They will help make you feel better. They give you the kind of energy you need to kind of survive the nights because we know how difficult the nights are. You know, I used to have panjiri on my bedside. And like every time I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would get those cravings or like the hunger pains.
Yes.
Because breastfeeding was just making me so hungry.
Yeah.
I would have 2-3 spoons of it and I'm okay.
That's amazing.
So it was, again, I wish somebody had told me. This is all things I found out after my first. This is what I did for my second and third. So things that really helped. And my third thing would just be, it's not always easy, but try and see if you can limit the number of guests that come in and out of your home.
Oh my God, amen.
Or just spread it out a little bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't all have to be at once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know everybody's so excited and they want to come see the baby and everybody's, especially if it's like a first or, you know what, anything.
Yeah, totally.
Everyone wants to rush to your door. Just kind of let them know.
yourself.
Pace yourself and let them know, like, you know, how about on this date or whatever. And just don't try not to feel guilty about it. I know it's hard, but try and kind of let that go.
And I mean, if anything, if you can't say it, like, tell someone else to say it.
Tell someone else to say it. It's okay. Like, it's okay. It's okay to set those boundaries, especially at that time. Yeah. And this is a fourth. This is going to be related to food. But another gifting option that also worked really well for us is, like, we would get Uber Eats gift cards.
That's awesome.
Like, skip the dishes, whatever. And those were a lifesaver.
Ooh.
Because we would be sitting on the couch, too tired to do anything.
Yeah.
We don't want to eat any of, like, the home cooked meals or whatever anymore because we've been having them, like, 4 times a day for, like, the past 3 days. Uber Eats gift card, hey, free meals to your door. Like, it was a lifesaver.
For sure. I also think, just piggybacking off of what you're saying with the food, if you know someone that's had a baby and, like, you are a mom and you're friends with them, then just, like, check in. You know what I mean? Like, because you know everyone struggles. I don't care who you are. I don't care how perfect you post your life on IG. There's no one that I know that has not struggled postpartum. Not a single soul. Okay? And I feel like if you know that they just had a baby, just, like, make the effort. Send them a coffee. Like, just the small things.
I love that.
Like, the small thing is not even going to make a difference for you, but it's going to make a world of a difference for them. And honestly, I feel like it'll just make their day way better. That's our timer.
Apologies, guys.
Sorry, guys.
Welcome to the realest podcast on the planet.
Absolutely. This is how it is. You guys wanted to know how it works. This is how it works.
Just to let you guys know, my son is going through night terrors, and that's why every time Hina comes to record, we have to stop around a certain time because he starts crying. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the next 45 minutes. So stay tuned.
We're going to handle it because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. We're super moms.
We are.
Yeah. So why don't you guys share with us some of your postpartum things that you feel like you learned for all the moms out there. And I feel like it'll just be something that's super helpful for anyone that's having a baby or anyone that's going to plan to have a baby, because it's good to be mentally prepared. All the things that we didn't know. We decided we'd share them with you so you don't have to struggle like yeah, pretty much.
And also, if you guys have any advice, I'm sure we have some moms out there that maybe certain things worked for you guys. Share it with us because we would love to know too, and we'd love to pass on that knowledge to other soon-to-be moms or moms that are maybe in it right now who just can't find that
the tribe.
Yeah,
they need to find that tribe.
So let's create it together.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys next time.
Bye.